Previously on Critically Stupid.
Hi, I'm Julian Ironblade, consistent accent notwithstanding, and unfortunately, welcome to Barovia. As we exited the mess, we discovered a stitched-together centaur man at the gates and a freshly dead raven in the woods. Then a flock of even more ravens burst out from the trees and flew towards a valley where we discovered an overlook dominated by an enormous, ominous castle at the valley's end. We entered the village of Barovia, which had at its center a statue of the old Burgomaster, the Scourge of Vampires, Ismark Antonovich, and a tavern called the Blood of the Vine. Inside, we met Ismark, or Izzy, who invited us to sit, whereupon immediately an enormous man shattered his glass, called him a coward, and warned myself and my adventuring companions, I guess, now that we're all trapped here, not to trust him. But I really didn't have all that time to process everything because people kept interrupting us and someone threw open the doors of the tavern and screamed, "They're coming." And I don't know who they is. I wish people would use people's names. I'm so scared.
What the zookeeper needs to do is just say, yes, here's the date and time, and then just structure a whole special event around it.
Yeah, pay-per-view.
And see it.
Yeah, I'm going to change. Anytime anyone asks about a time machine, like, where would you go back? What would you like to see? Like, I'm going to change one man's mind. That's what's going to happen.
I'm going to kill Mike Tyson at that zoo, and I'm going to make sure I'm working one specific shift.
That's right.
Mike Tyson rolls in, and it's just Anthony in a pair of blues, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Mike Tyson."
I salute Mike Tyson, say good luck, sir.
Mike Tyson doesn't even say anything about the gorilla. You're just like, Mike Tyson, do you want to fight it? Do you want to fight the gorilla?
Fight this gorilla?
If you give me $10,000, I'll let you fight that gorilla.
Hey, this gorilla told me you a bitch, and just watch it happen.
Hands Mike Tyson a note that's like crudely written on it, "You're a bitch," signed that gorilla.
Dash gorilla.
Gary, are you good?
Big things are coming, America.
Like the gorilla that almost killed Mike Tyson. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your soon-to-be world-famous Dungeons & Dragons real play comedy podcast, Critically Stupid. We are here. We are back. You guys will have just listened to one of our fantastic episodes and been like, wow, next week, can't believe we get another one. And you won't even know that it's been like 3 weeks since we've recorded.
It's been 1 week. It's been exactly 7 days, everybody.
Since you looked at me. So to get us going, I am Alexander James. I'm your dungeon master. I'm your best friend. And I am also one of the gorillas that tried to kill Mike Tyson. My favorite part of last episode was the look on Garion's face when I described the Valley of Barovia as it appeared to be a Scooby-Doo-esque cartoon with like spears of lightning crashing. I thought his face was very enjoyable to watch for me while I said words. Apollo, why don't you go next?
Hi, my voice is dead. My voice is so dead. I'm so sorry in advance. Hi, my name is Apollo. I'm Irish. That's really the core of my being. I play Julian Ironblade. Yes, I did have to look in my character sheet to remember my guy's fucking name. My favorite part of last week, the legit favorite part was when like all your NPCs were talking to each other with such contempt in their voices. My silly favorite part is that the top note for last session's notes is quote, step 1, soup, comma, step 2, fellatio. And that's attributed to Garion. So that's my favorite part.
Me?
Apollo, who's going next?
Diana, let's go.
Hi, my name is Diana. I play Mel. I also have the Wolf Pup, Joshua Patrick, Josh Pat, JPZ. I really miss Sunday football, guys. My favorite part of last episode was I'm pretty sure I spent the whole episode avoiding taxes.
You did.
And that kind of
Life
stuff. I have
imitates art.
also not done my taxes, so this is another self-insert, bestie. Sorry. It's just gonna happen. So yeah. And I've been successful thus far, both in real life and in game, with avoiding taxes.
But
so.
if the IRS is watching,
I will get on those immediately.
Right
I will
away.
definitely not wait till like 3 days before they're due to contact my H&R Block person and be like, hey, so by the way, I kind of need my taxes done. Like, taxes? Like, it's pretty easy, I think. Like, I'm poor, so it's not like we're doing a whole lot of deductions here. Anywho, Anthony.
I'm Anthony. I play Arnold the Bard. My favorite part of last episode was when we all recognized that there was a count, or there were vampires and Dracula and a count, and then we noticed the numbers in the tree, and we're all like, "This is happening." But yeah, that was probably it. That, or the fact that like it just occurred to me that it would be really great if Arnold didn't know what a vampire was, and everyone would try really hard to explain. that made me laugh. But yeah, Garion.
Hey everybody, my name is Gampatro Kamaboko, and I play Garath the Rogue. And my favorite part of last episode.
You also have a kitten.
Thank you so much, Diana, my best friend in the whole world. I also have Constance the kitten, who canonically, reminder, looks like whatever you think the cutest kind of cat is. And he also has a magic book full of hats. My favorite part of last episode was probably when like all of the townsfolk were like, yeah, there be vampires here. Ye be warned. Ye need leave this town. And we're like, vampires? Better than taxes, am I right?
That was a stone cold good Sesame Street character impression right there, Gary, and I liked it a lot.
Thank you.
I don't know which Sesame Street character it is.
It's definitely one of them.
But it's one of them. Who are those old dudes that laugh at the movies?
That's what I picture
Adler and
you
Waldorf.
as whenever we watch anything together.
Yeah.
So I always just refer to them as the Peanut Gallery. I don't know if they have names.
They're the old gay men.
Are they gay?
Alex, I take it back.
100%.
You're the young gay man but it's Stadler and Waldorf.
Is it really?
You don't have names like Stadler and Waldorf and not a little bit gay. Come on now.
100%.
What's in a name? Fruitiness.
Do names have something to do with it? Personally, I think no, because no way that I grew up 21 years with Garion and don't like a little bit of penis, right? I mean,
hey, that's it.
That's it.
It's I can make that joke without offending anybody, unless there's another Garion out there. In that case, my bad.
The one other Garion in the world has just adopted the Highlander style rules that pitted Mike Tyson and Mike Gorilla together.
I think it'll be okay. I feel like the other Garion in the world is probably gay.
That's what I'm saying.
So you'll be
You
fine.
could probably seduce him.
Yes.
Maybe he'll seduce me.
Okay. On that note, for our improv cold open, I would like to know about this magnificent stained glass window that I have in my imagination. My first question goes to Apollo because he's the most ready for it, and that is, who designed the stained glass window?
Oh, there is this dwarvish artist. His name is Antonio Antonini, and he is a master of glasswork.
Antonio Antonini. Okay, I love that.
He's a
Garion,
master
where
of
did
math work.
Antonio Antonini's glass masterpiece stained glass window come from?
You know what? I'm so glad you asked. Because he is a dwarf artist, he naturally has access to all of the great dwarven forges in the mountains of his dwarven home, and so he managed to use those. And rather than forging metal, he forged glass to create the massive, dare I say, three-dimensional stained glass structure.
Three-dimensional. Okay, that's cool.
So it's more like a stained glass statue. Because
Stained glass.
fuck you, I'm changing it a little bit.
No, that's cool. I like that. Okay, so Anthony, you've got Antonio Antonini's stained glass three-dimensional sculpture window. Obviously designed by Antonio Antonini, but my question to you is, who actually built it? Because oftentimes the designer isn't necessarily the person that, boots on the ground put it together.
Right. No, it wasn't. It was actually it was a local steel worker. Like, it was someone who makes armor. They're actually and Antonini is known for like the glass work and doing windows and that sort of thing, but it needed someone who can form the structure. So found like the greatest person who knew about forging armor and such in the neighborhood. And it was let's say a half elf woman in the neighborhood, and her name is Rachel McAdams. Is her name?
Rachel.
To clarify, that is a different Rachel McAdams.
No. Rachel McAdams is half elf, and she's really good.
Actress Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams.
Okay.
You know what? I believe it. She's delightful.
I swear to God, Dianna, I did have a layup prepared for you, but now I get to ask you how this three-dimensional stained glass sculpture got from Rachel McAdams' house in Hollywood, I presume, to the Valley of Barovia.
Well, once it was finished, Rachel was real proud of it, but it wasn't like exactly what Antonio had in mind, and so he wanted to start over, but they had to get rid of the first one, so they were like, where do we take this and get it so far away that pretty much nobody will ever know that there was like a rough draft version of this. So they just got, like a convoy to take this statue window thing all the way to where it now is.
Okay.
Because if anybody even looks at it in Barovia, it's not like they're gonna leave alive to tell everyone how bad it is.
Right.
Smack.
So as far as Hollywood's concerned, there's just the one window, and it's one of a kind, and it's worth a lot of money for that reason. So they don't want anyone to know that there's another one.
It would make that we're gonna like segue into a heist at some point. We're gonna replace it with the Barovian window.
Are you sure? Because the last time you said that, you fucking lied to us.
All right, we are going to leave the stained glass three-dimensional window where it is, wherever that is, and we're going to open on you, Bing Bong, standing in the Blood on the Vine Tavern. You are sitting with Izzy Kolyanovich, I believe is his last name. Might be wrong, but I'm not going to look at the book because I don't care that much. He has been answering a couple of questions about the village and has been asking you about what you guys have been doing there. You recently saw a square-shouldered man named Bildrath break his glass stand up and accuse Izzy of being a liar and a bastard and unworthy of your trust right before somebody threw the door open and gasped out of breath, "They're coming. They're coming right now." So... Garion, Garion, what do you do?
Who? That's bad right now. All right.
He also came. What?
I think Garath looks at the stranger who just barges in and goes, "Who is arriving with such aggression and haste?"
The zombies. And he turns and runs.
What?
He turns and fucking flees. Ismark stands up and reaches over the back of like the booth. There was something strapped to his chair, and he pulls out an honest to God like two-handed broadsword and straps it to his back. And he says, should you wish, you may stay here. This is probably a mite safer, but I must go and attend to the villagers before we lose too many. And he makes quick strides towards the door. The bartender is in the process of picking up from behind the bar like big pieces of like wooden cobbled together shades to protect all the bottles and mirrors that he's clearly got like stacked somewhere handy for occasions like this that apparently happen quite often.
So as the guy makes his way to the door, can I just say like, wait, what's coming? Do you need help? And I just kind of like take my sword out. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. Ismark turns. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Garath.
I was just gonna say Garath will also like follow him outside.
Okay.
I will also, against every better judgment, be like, fuck, okay. Just follow.
I love this vibe that we've got of just like you three dragging Julian around just by his hood, just like, come on.
I'm not even an accountant. Not even an accountant.
Yes, you are.
Diana, what are you and Josh Pet up to?
I don't think that we would go out to check that out until we had more information. Like we're staying put. I mean, she's a little worried because Arnold's doing the thing that Arnold does, and he dies a lot. But then the other part of her is like, well, if zombies are real, he'll probably just come back, right? So, I don't want to have to think about my taxes. So I think we're just gonna chill. Truthfully, she'd be on alert. She might grab her bow, but
okay.
She might warn. I mean, I guess maybe I might say like, Arnold, I don't think that's a great idea. I think you need to come back in. We don't know what we're dealing with out there.
Okay, so Arnold would turn and be like, oh, are they coming here? Should we help them protect the city, or what you just want to stay here?
Yeah, I don't want you to die this early in the campaign because like we started. So if everyone could just like stay here, it looks like they are accustomed to whatever's going on. So let's just defer to them.
I will say, as soon as the word "die" leaves Mel's mouth, Garath freezes in his fucking tracks. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I'll stay here. We probably question this guy. Actually, he's suspicious. You, sir, why do you think he's such a bastard? Why do you hate Izzy so much?
You see Bildrath. So the bartender finishes packing up all of the bottles and mirrors and glass objects from the bar. And then he fully turns and flees. There's like a set of stairs that he goes up, and you guys hear a door like slam and lock, and then lock again until like 5 locks close up this door.
Comical.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's going to turn around and there's going to be a zombie in the room. Oh, he's dead.
Oh,
no. But you see Bildrath walk very casually over to the bar, reach down behind it and pull out a pretty impressive sized bottle of wine, 4 glasses, and then lumber back over to his table and sit down. And he pops the cork, boom, and he says, I can answer any questions you might have.
Garath is going to do the same thing, except with the cash register.
All right, yeah, fair enough. I don't think we've got comical names for the coinage of Barovia, so I can't wait to defile that piece of lore with whatever our imaginations conjure later.
Well, we'll get back to it after I'm done.
We don't want to rush it. We don't want to rush it.
Like, give me a moment to think of some ideas at least.
Okay, from the door, Arnold, because I see Mel in the dining room. I see Garath maybe like halfway between the door and the dining room. Arnold, being closer to the door, Izzy has left and is now walking determinedly to the village square, where a handful of villagers are sort of mustering in a loose knot, looking at one of the smaller gates leading ostensibly out of the village. They are holding a motley collection of pitted swords, pickaxes, hatchets with big nicks in the blade. And they are all they look quite lost until Izzy walks up to them and starts barking orders in a sort of strident voice and organizing them into at least a slightly more coherent defense. There is a parapet of this. There's a sort of a wooden wall running around Barovia, and there is a parapet on top that you can reach through a pair of like zigzag stairs, where there is somebody standing next to a pile of something, and they are ringing a bell right next to them that you can hear sort of over the place.
Okay. Well, I mean, if all of my friends are staying here, I'm gonna stay. I'm just gonna kind of close the door. And okay, so I'm just gonna like close the door. Is there anything to like around that I could use to block the door? Because I want to say to them like, hey, there seems to be a whole army forming out there to stop whatever is coming. Do you think we're safe here? Should we block this door or something?
Bildrath pours a glass of wine and says, "Oh no, almost assuredly not. But we have at least 2 minutes, and that is maybe one glass of wine, maybe two if we're lucky."
And wait, what's going to happen in 2 minutes?
You have 120 seconds to find out, Fred.
I mean, you took
You
too
could
many
just
seconds
tell us.
to
You
not
could
tell
just
me.
tell us.
It is 110 seconds now. That is true. I assume we will be attacked by some sort of motley collection of zombies and or werewolves. Just like the last night and the last 2 nights and the 15 nights before that. Would you like a drink?
Okay, so
You-
Arnold
you
walks
don't
over and he grabs a
seem
drink and takes a sip,
concerned.
like just like swig something.
Oh hell yeah! Right out of the bottle, badass.
And I slam the bottle down and I'm just like, you're telling me that there's zombies and werewolves and they're on a team?
And that's
Yes,
not our team.
Yes, it is sort
Can
of
we
a-
join that team? We
Can
gotta
we
go
do
there.
that?
teams?
Put your sword down, drink some more wine, and you can find yourself on the other side ASAP.
Yeah. Okay.
Great point.
So I don't. But one last thing I just want to say to him is like, okay, well, how do you seem to survive every night if you've experienced this? You seem really calm in this situation.
He reaches down to his side and pulls from hanging from his belt is a wooden mallet that he has crudely coated the end in what appears to be raw pig head iron. And he slams it on the table, and the end of it is like coated in blood and bits of skull fragments and fistules of hair.
Okay. Gross.
By the way, I have come up with just an idea for the currency here.
Whoa, hold on to it. Hold on to it.
Yeah. Okay, just let you know.
Wait for the good moment to reveal it in this episode. I'm excited.
It's real dumb.
Okay, outside you hear this bell ringing, you hear shouts, and then give me perception checks, please, all 4 of you.
I would like to say that I'm out there with Izzy.
Okay, all right.
So
I love that.
Perception
I'll take a perception check
guy.
from you as well, please, Julian.
Give me just a second because my saved
That's
PDF of my
true.
character sheet is fully blank for some reason. So allow me to go to dndbeyond.com.
That's a mighty 7
Ooh, a big 7 from Julian.
That's a
Not
big
just a
7.
7.
Just a
and
tall-
above average
a
7.
tall, a girthy 7.
Ugh.
You do this to yourself.
I rolled a 16.
Okay, 16 from Mel. Anthony, what'd you get?
Holy
It's a
shit!
got a
girthy
13.
16. What?
Garion.
Garath rolled a thick, throbbing nat 20, so that's a 27.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Let's see. Let's do it this way. Gareth, with your thick and veiny nat 20, you hear several concussive smacks outside this tavern. They sound like they sound like that picture of Drake that was revealed on social media like 4 days ago. But you also suspect that they are objects being flung at this wall surrounding the village at medium to high velocity. Anthony, you hear this bell that's sort of like the guy bringing it's got kind of a beat going. Anyway, you also
Just
hear
did the
these-
Mario invincibility theme.
Did I?
Just. Okay,
Well, that's what you hear. You hear the Mario invincibility theme striding out over this
I immediately
This
feel
village.
like a challenge.
challenge. And Dianna, as Mel, you notice that the wine coming out of the wine smell coming out of these glasses is very good. And Bildrath seems weirdly calm for somebody that is ostensibly under attack. He is sitting in his rough working man smock, drinking wine with the pinky out and doing the whole thing where he like smells the bouquet. He takes a
yeah,
little sip.
what's it
he
a hint
gurgles
of, if you don't mind me asking?
There's, thank you so much. There's a hint of persimmon. Some
Fucking
slight,
loser. Sorry.
slight red fruit, little bit of tobacco and leather in the sort of bouquet of this wine.
Ew. I don't want to drink that.
But more importantly, Mel, Josh Pat is not loving it. He is pointed towards the door with his tail straight, arched? What does Joshua Patrick's angry tail look like?
I picture his tail like naturally is a little bit of like a curl to
floosh to
it,
it?
just like
Yeah.
a cute little floof noodle. And then when I said what I said, Anthony.
Hello.
And then when he is on edge, I don't. It just stops moving. Like he's usually just a happy boy and he's wagging his tail, or if he's curious, his tail wags a different way. You know how dogs kind of communicate.
Yeah.
But then when he's on edge, he just stops.
Okay. So his tail is fully frozen. His hackles are up, and he is pointed towards the door, growling. Garion, do you want to tell me about Constance?
I would love to tell you about Constance. Just real quick, he is, at the mention of zombies, he did put on a hat that kind of looks like Frankenstein's, like like sutures, and then you know what I'm talking about. So he's trying to blend in.
Here, does he have the two bolts on either side of his ears?
Obviously, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool,
for
cool.
sure. Notably, he's not blending in very well because he is a cat.
In a tavern with no other zombies.
Yeah, in my pocket.
Yeah.
But he is, goddammit, trying really hard.
He is so prepared for you to die in this fight. It's crazy.
It's already happened once.
Okay, Apollo, out in the village. You see many more details. The cast iron clouds roiling over the rapidly approaching nightfall in this valley split and let a sickly shade of ochre harvest moonlight spill over the mountains and the icy slopes of the high valley and illuminate a brief field in front of this other gate in the village of Barovia. The doors are cast open and look out on a motley assortment of people walking to the valley. They are walking, they are not running. And for all intents and purposes, Apollo, they look like sort of just villagers. They're wearing tunics and cloaks. They're carrying baskets and they're chatting about like loaves of bread. Like they seem to just be like,
I feel like you're describing the beginning of Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like that song where Belle comes out of her house and judges everybody for like a minute and a half.
Well, she's just living
All
her
of
life.
these
Everyone's
townsmen
like,
are
look, there she
fucking
goes. That girl is so
losers.
peculiar.
They don't even know how to read.
Literally. That's the better version of Beauty and the Beast, where Belle's just a fucking dick.
But you see,
She's just a pretentious asshole.
You see Ismark or Izzy rallying these villagers into sort of like a rough line, facing against these oncoming villagers coming into the village. And Izzy is behind them shouting things like, hold the line and don't move until you see the whites of their eyes, whatever fucking
don't move until you see the brains in their skulls. Because
I think Julian's just kind of like very shy kid, just like go up behind, is just be like, hey, Ismark, hi, yeah, Julian Armbrand, we met earlier. What's the context here? Julian, to his own detriment, cannot act effectively unless he understands exactly the context of the situation.
I get it.
He's like, hey,
what if the zombies and werewolves are in the right and we're the bad guys?
Hey, what's the context here? Because like you seem
baddies?
very used to this. Is this a regular occurrence? Also, they just seem kind of like they're just walking over. What should I do? Because I also have like some cleric shit I could probably do to help out. Don't ask me questions. Don't ask too much about that. But like,
no, friend, you are just fine. Hey, take a break, take a breath. As long as you are with me and with us, you are on the side of righteousness, and no harm shall befall you. Probably.
Yeah, no one has ever said that and been wrong about that. Okay, let's continue.
You are going to want to arm yourself either with a weapon, a spell, sort of holy relic, whatever your sort of in your bag situation is.
I got a book.
Hey, listen. The pen is mightier than the sword, unless you are fighting a zombie, in which case you are going to want the sword. But the book is good too. So
you can throw the book. I've hit people in the head with books.
Like a phone book, like a thick one.
I think it was an encyclopedia.
It was an encyclopedia.
Actually.
What was it, like P through?
It's actually a pigeon messenger book. It's fantasy, please.
Sorry. Thank you so much for.
So sorry.
Izzy points at the villagers approaching the village and says, "You see them there? They are not villagers. The sort of jovialness that they have imbued in them is a lie. And they are going any minute now, any second. They are going to start sprinting and churn into bloodthirsty monsters. I've seen it once before, twice, or perhaps 6 times. They have come the last 15 nights.
So, okay, they've come the last 16 nights, but you've only seen them 1 to 6 times.
I am in the middle of organizing a defense. I am very busy and do not
You know
have
what?
time to count
That's
properly.
so real. I shouldn't be questioning you on your math right now. I'm just gonna hold back. Let me know if you want me to start attacking people.
I will do that. Thank you.
I have
Just
to
starts flipping through
mention
his book.
that Arnold and Garath were both like, we're gonna go outside. Julian, you're coming with us. And then both Arnold and Garath are like,
Get into the
actually,
show.
never mind. Julian, get out there.
I
Mel
think for a
just
split
realized
second,
he's
I just look
gone.
over.
Just realized, and she's like, "Fuck, we lost our accountant."
Oh
Damn
no,
it, how are
the
we gonna avoid those
taxes!
taxes now?
Anthony, to circle back to your long since forgotten door locking scenario, you see that there is a brand new shiny bolt lock installed on this door, and it's actually installed above 6 broken ones, sort of in a vertical column along the door frame.
Okay. I mean, it's maybe. I mean, it's like the 6 times the charm, maybe,
6 times the
or
charm.
7 times the charm, maybe. You know, so like, but I like, regardless, I'll try it. I'm gonna push the door. Like, I'm gonna try to try the door myself and see if it's feels secure at least.
For sure. It's a pretty simple bolt lock that kind of slides over, but then you actually notice that there are 2 more sort of vertical and bottom to lock this door at 3 points. There are broken ones at the top and bottom as well. However, pulling and sort of pushing it, I mean, this door is fucking secure, Arnold. It's gonna take something nasty to get through this thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna lock it. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure something nasty has been through here several times.
Arnold, it sounds to me like you have a locked door you need to take care of. Am I done looting the cash register yet?
Absolutely, yes, you are.
Okay, great. By the way, I think I found a handful of dingleberries and a few dongleberries at the cash register.
I'm sorry, dingle or dongleberries?
I'm just spitballing.
Okay.
Spitballing your dingle and dongle berries.
By the way, dongleberries are worth 10 dingleberries.
Okay,
Well, it's
okay,
like the
perfect.
metric
I was about to
system.
ask.
Apollo, are you writing this down?
You better be. This is important.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, God. Okay. Dianna, Bildrath takes another sip of this wine and says, it would not hurt you to sit down and have some wine. I understand from the bow, you appear to be sort of a hardy adventurer sort of person, but the wine helps.
The last time my friends drank random wine, they got so drugged. I've made it a habit to not drink things that are offered to me in this context. Hey, you don't seem nearly as worried, and that's not normal. So maybe you could fill us in on what's happening and why it is that you're not worried, but everybody else is. Because our accountant is out there and we kind of need him.
You are trying to avoid the sort of income tax. As the owner of Bildrath's Mercantile here in town, I can fully relate. I have not paid state taxes in, I will say, at least a decade. It's a scam.
That's why
that's what we're aiming for. So maybe later you can tell us all the loopholes that you used and everything. But for right now,
it's actually this is fantasy, so it's a loot hole. It's you sort of
a loot hole. Nice. You should maybe jump off the roof of your apartment building.
Sorry, Dianna. What'd you say?
I don't even know anymore. I think I was just saying you're clearly not worried. Everybody else is. So maybe you can just be a little more straightforward with us about what is going on. Because
of course,
again, our accountant.
The small, scared-looking man. You are worried for his safety, and I would be too. Okay, yes, the skinny, so to speak. 16 nights ago, perhaps 18, some time ago, the bastard son of our burgomaster, Ismark, led a revolution against the devil that calls himself master of this domain, and raised the cream of the crop of our dear village of Barovia and marched to Castle Ravenloft in an attempt to extort freedom or some semblance of it from the devil Strahd himself. Ismark was the only one who came back, and since then, every night, a plague of zombies and werewolves and other nasty beings have attacked our fair city. Well, city is I call it the city because you get it. And have attempted to slay us all and turn us into his sort of legion of the undead.
Wait, have there been werewolves every time?
The werewolves are come and go. It's a special occasion when you see a werewolf. They have busier things elsewhere in the valley, I am told.
Well, special occasion like the full moon special occasion. From my limited knowledge of werewolves.
Oh, you are the werewolf master now? Why don't you tell me what you know of werewolves, huh?
What the fuck did I just say? I just said
maybe Bildrat doesn't know enough for you. I'm sorry. I was attempting to elucidate you, small-brained human.
You're a bitch, and I hate you.
Just ignore him. Okay, so what exactly was going on that a revolution was necessary, and in what way was the Devil Strahd impacting all y'all that he was motivated to take this enormous risk?
Well, for starters, he never lets anybody leave the valley ever. We are sort of bound in perpetuity to this domain. It's sort of a hell-bound domain. I don't know if anybody has explained to you, but the sort of the souls that come into this valley never ever leave. It's sort of the Hotel California of realms. You check in per se, but you do not ever check out. So our souls are bound in perpetuity to this hellscape. In addition to that, he charges a 42% income tax.
He's just gonna ask if you pay taxes here.
Now I hate the taxes.
Garath snaps his neck and drops dead on the floor.
He has also been tormenting Ismark's sister, Christina, for some time now, convinced that she is some sort of past bride of his. It is, that part is quite strange, and the consent issue there is no good.
How did everyone come to be bound to this place? Like, did you guys do something that made you worthy of being stuck in like a hellscape? Like,
Bildrat? Never done anything bad. I am the cleanest soul you have ever met.
Well, I don't believe that.
I believe it.
But no, I don't believe any of us have done anything. We sort of just lived here, and then Strahd became the immortal demon scourge of this valley, and then we were all sort of chained here by happenstance, because we are not the main characters of this campaign. I am just a humble NPC.
Okay, lucky for you, we are player characters. Now, if Strahd is such a douche, why are you so mad at Izzy for killing him or leading the revolution, as you say?
Because this town lived in relative peace underneath the scourge of Strahd the Devil. As long as you paid your income tax or exploited one of the loopholes so that you did not have to, you were fine. Every now and then, if somebody would come in and kill somebody, but they were usually old and at the end of their usefulness, so hey, you wash that one up to the hands of fate. But then Izzy, the douchebag, lesser son of Antonovich, led a revolution, and then all of a sudden, hey, whoopsie daisy, there's a fucking attack on our village every goddamn night.
Okay, well,
at least 17 people have been killed over the last week. Is that a big enough number for you, hero?
He's not great with like numbers and reading. Why aren't you afraid?
Oh, because I am, of course, in control of Bildrat Mercantile, and I am not fighting with these sort of rusty hatchets and grandfather's borrowed rapiers that they are using out there. All right, we're gonna smash cut to Julian Ironblade. Smash cut.
Oh no.
You are looking at an older woman walking next to, actually it's two older women walking sort of side by side. Each of them have covered picnic baskets. They are wearing cloaks, skirts. They are wearing wooden clogs that are sort of charming in their rustic appeal. And they appear to be gossiping as they get closer to you. Give me a perception check, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god, that
That's
guy
an
Julian
8.
Ironblade is so hot.
I rolled a 4 last time, rolled a 5 this time. I'm not seeing shit.
Okay.
Bees. Vampire bees.
You hear bees. But the moral of this, Julian, is they get within 15 feet of the gates, and the gathered villagers sort of waiting in a line are visibly terrified, shaking. There's a young teenager whose cheeks are still like speckled with acne, and he's got sort of like greasy hair. He's holding a sword that's clearly old in one like shaking hand, his hand sort of like pointed out towards these figures. And one of these old ladies like shades her eyes and says, "Oh, Philip! Oh, Philip, is that you? Gosh, you look so good. Oh, you've aged just so beautifully. Hasn't he aged great, Philomena?" And Philomena says, "Oh
Philomena
yeah,
Kunk?
God, what a real looker that guy is. I mean, he's the most handsome guy around." And behind you, you hear Izzy say, "Do not fall for their tricks. This is part of the tactic."
Minnie Mouse is after your town?
Okay. Listen, I
Whoa,
have a
whoa, whoa,
limited
whoa,
I have a
whoa.
limited number of character voices. Anthony
I love
already
them.
made fun
No, I
of me
love
for it in
them.
the first
That's
episode.
that's
That
actually
is
that's
Mrs.
copyright, Mouse.
That's
That is-
copyright.
Actually, not anymore.
Ooh,
Minnie
you know
in that
what?
original
It's
Steamboat
canonical
Willie?
Mickey
Only
Mouse.
only Steamboat
Steamboat Willie,
Willie
Mickey
was made it into the public domain, so it would have to be a
That was
Steamboat.
Yeah,
Willie.
so
I was gonna say that was
Steamboat
a really
Willie
good
Mickey
Steamboat
Mouse
Willie,
is talking to about how hot this kid is.
I hope he has the little steering wheel with him too.
Yes.
This little disembodied he carries it around. There's no
As
boat.
he should.
They're actually just whistling to each other.
Yeah. Apollo, what
Create
do you
your
do?
own joy. Okay, so they're 15 feet from the gate. How far are they from me?
Probably 30 feet. You're set a little ways back from the gate in this square. You also smell
Perfect.
smoke.
Where from? That's nasty.
Turn your
would've-
head and you see, do you remember the sort of pile of loose furniture and scree that I described an episode ago, sort of in this square opposite of the statue of Antonovich? Diana, I know you don't. I was sort of, Apollo's
I'm gonna
taking
say
notes.
yes.
Okay.
But
I'm
that's
gonna
why
say
not.
yes.
There's a large pile of broken furniture and debris on the opposite side of the statue. And you see two people
Mhm.
in what appear to be plague doctor cloaks, very busily setting it on fire.
badass.
Oh, and there's fucking coronavirus in this universe too.
I'm just gonna
We
poke
can only
Ismark.
escape so many things.
Just gonna poke Ismark. Hey,
Coronavirus
Ismark.
is a universal constant.
Hey, Julian Ironblade again.
Yes, I know.
What?
I did not forget you. You've been standing 3
Just in
feet from
case,
me.
there's a lot of people here. What are they doing?
Oh, that's the fires for the bodies later.
Oh, be
You're-
prepared. The Boy Scout
Okay.
motto.
Right. I don't like any of this. I'm so honest with you. This is all bad.
In the middle of a sentence, Philomena, one of the kindly old ladies who has carried a picnic basket and has been gossiping about how attractive that little teenager is, explodes from her own face. Gnarled teeth sort of like explode from her mouth. Her face sort of like sags as larger than life eyes sort of bulge forward. One of her arms falls off, taking the picnic basket with it, and she starts sprinting in a dead shamble straight for you, followed closely by her older companion, whose bonnet has fallen off, taking most of her hair with it, exposing her rotten brain to the ochre moonlight.
I truly understand the pain of a bonnet feeling off. Just in the middle of the night, you just feel it go off. You're like, God fucking damn it, you gotta put it back on.
You gotta die.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, it's tough. You gotta put
Like,
your hair
dang.
back on. We are going to roll initiative, please, from everybody. Okay, so our order is Apollo at the top, followed by Anthony, Diana, then the bad guys, then at the bottom with a very lowly, well-deserved nat 1, it is Garion. So,
Whoa, hold on.
Apollo,
Well deserved.
with a
Fuck
nat
you,
20
what?
that you earned and worked for, you're at the top of the order. What do you do seeing these two sort of like shambling monsters break into a dead sprint and start running at you?
Very panicked. I'm gonna turn to Ismark to say, I've never tried this before, and then I'm gonna put myself in front of him,
Okay.
and
yeah.
I'm going to lift up my book, like my research book, my book of all my notes, and I'm going to try use a channel divinity turn undead.
Ooh, okay. I like that a lot. Yes. Okay. How does that work?
Well, Julian doesn't have a deity. I think it's just like the power of knowledge.
Your deity is math.
Absolutely. No, my deity is scholarly research. Excuse you. It's academic
My bad.
integrity. As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer censuring the undead. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If a creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
Okay. Perfect.
And
There
I will
are.
tell you,
Yes, please.
my save is 14.
14 is quite high. Okay, there are 4 zombies that have shuffled into your range.
Lovely.
1 succeeds, fail. All right, so 1 succeeds, 3 of them fail. So Philomena remains a zombie. She remains this sort of like feigned, big-eyed monstrosity, missing a limb, shambling forward, whole vibe. However, 3 of her companions pop back into humans and sort of look at each other a little befuddled.
Yeah, do you want me to tell you the other part of the turn undead?
Please.
So, a turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can,
Mm-hmm.
and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action to try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action. That's bullshit. But anyway.
Okay. All right. One of these ladies turns to the other and sort of resettles her bonnet and also hair, and says, Georgina, what on earth are we doing here? This isn't even the farmer's market day. And they turn and start fucking sprinting the other way as fast as their wooden clogs will allow them, which is not that fast.
I think I have like the book out in front of me, and I just kind of like, this is my killer. I don't want to look.
Okay. We are going to go to Anthony with Dianna on deck. You are fully muted, my guy.
Gotcha. Thank you. How far away is Julian right now?
Through a closed door and around the corner. So
yeah,
you would guess it like 25 feet.
25 feet? Okay, perfect. I'm going to send message to Julian.
Okay.
It says it says I could do it through a closed door as long as I know who it is, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I'm gonna send a message to him. Okay. So perfect. So I send a message to him, and I'm just gonna be like, hey, is everything okay out there? We've heard some terrible werewolfy things might be coming.
No, there are zombie women and they're looking for a farmer's market.
That's so much worse.
They're white women.
Worse.
The white women are coming.
The white women are coming. One if by land, 2 if by farmer's market.
The target demographic
Right in the
is here.
middle of Black History Month.
Oh God.
They know.
All right, so Anthony,
they're coming for my melanin.
Okay, so he says there are zombies and white women coming, and so
separate. Some are zombies, some are white women.
So I'm gonna turn around and say, I have good news and I have white woman news.
Oh, fuck.
So I was gonna
Diana's just like, fuck.
It couldn't get worse. No, so I turn around and I'm just gonna be like, okay, Julian said he doesn't see any werewolves, but he does see zombies and people can just looking for markets of sorts.
Could Julian maybe consider just falling back and coming back to us?
He seemed pretty excited to be where he was.
I mean, maybe you could ask him.
I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Why not?
okay, okay, I'm gonna send another message to be like, hey Julian, I'm glad there are no werewolves. Are you okay? Do you want to come back here? I can unlock the door and let you in with us.
Mom said you couldn't play outside anymore.
Yeah.
Mom said it's my turn on the zombies.
I'm pretty sure if I'm moving closer, then they'll be able to get. I'm doing some magic shit to like keep them away, and if I'm moving closer, then they'll be able to get in closer. And I think we just need to get them out of the town or kill them off. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm peeing a little bit. My boot is kind of stuck in a little bit of a hole in the ground, and I don't think I can move.
From the pee?
It's very
my boot got stuck. I repelled zombies, and then I peed myself a little bit.
The timeline is important there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna turn to everyone and say, the market women have made him pee in his pants, and I think we should go help Julian. I want to go help Julian.
You want to help him pee his pants?
Someone has to do it, and I'm gonna pee those pants.
If he won't pee his own pants, I'll pee him for him.
What are friends for?
Mel is going to turn to whose name I forgot. Hey, we need to go rescue our accountant. I would like to just kind of take him and run him back here. I'm a little worried you're going to lock the door on us, man. So
Hey, don't worry. I'm going to stay in here and investigate that locked door Arnold was looking at. I'll make sure the door remains unlocked. I'm not a coward. There's stuff in here. It's not that I don't want to.
No, it's fine. You died once.
Zombies.
I get it. I mean, just brag about it all the time, and it upsets me, but it's fine.
Bildrath says, hey, you know what? That's a fair point. I will promise you that I will not lock you out. You seem like hardy adventurers, and I am excited to see what sort of main character shenanigans you get up to. I will sit here and enjoy my wine.
So Bradford, what's your fucking deal, dude? Sorry. Go ahead. I'll wait till you're gone.
Okay, Diana, it is your turn. You've got an anxious bard by the door, a terrified cleric out in the square somewhere, and it's all up to you.
So, since Arnold said he wanted to go out there to help, then I guess, Arnold, if you're sure you want to do this, then let's go out there. Yes?
Yes. I think we have to. Someone has to go help him. I mean, he has pee in his shoes and it's
That's
keeping him in
true.
place.
I mean,
and
yeah, I get it. Like wet socks, the worst. The worst.
You can't move with
No,
wet
thank
socks.
you.
It
No,
does that
especially
swap,
like a
swap shit.
piece. So
Imagine you're walking and it's like squish, 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 and also it's piss.
Hey, just to clarify, the shoe getting stuck in the piss are fully separate.
Stuck in the
I
what?
don't know where this is.
Get the shoe getting stuck in the huh?
There's just a hole of piss that Apollo stepped into.
I dug a hole, I pissed in it, I shoved my shoe in there.
A cow
No, I
peed on
didn't.
me once. It's fine. I was
Guys, I'm gonna
really
be
Save
so honest.
the day, if I remember correctly.
I promise that this is unrelated to the current conversation topic.
Do you have to pee?
Maybe.
All right, let Diana finish her action, and then we will take a pee break.
Well, I didn't know. Is it going to count as an action, me going out there with Arnold, or can I do something once I get out there?
You can close most of the distance between the tavern and Apollo. If you double move, which will use your action, you can get all the way to Apollo.
So
There
you can't
is
do
also
that.
there is also, Diana, a set of stairs that leads up to a wall for a pretty good advantage point over sort of everything that's happening.
Okay. So here's what I am thinking. Well, I'm better at like long range weapon because that's where my shit is. So maybe it makes sense for me to go up there, but I hate to send Arnold out. You know what though, Arnold? You're in like your villain era.
It's true.
And I have so I will cover you from up there. And
Okay.
your goal is to bring yourself and our accountant back alive, unzombified. And meanwhile, we will let Garath do whatever it is he's doing, looting, trying to get
I'm doing.
from...
It's very important.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Sounds good.
Okay. And I'm still not clear on the action. If I send him out there and I go up, can I shoot at anything, or is that the end of the turn, or how does this?
You run to the top of the parapet. There is somebody standing up there. It was the person that was ringing the bell. As you come closer, Mel, you notice that it is a very, very ripped person. Like the muscles of their shoulders are sort of like straining the sort of like t-shirt that they're wearing, and you can see the like stretched out muscles of their back sort of like burling. And then you turn and it is fully a teenager, just like a little guy. And he goes,
Average anime protagonist.
yeah, he
Oh my
goes,
God, it's Sam Sulik. What?
hey. And then he picks up a rock from a stack and fucking side pitches it like a Major League Baseball pitcher, and you see it shatter a zombie's shoulder from sort of clavicle to shoulder blade.
Fuck yeah.
And that's
Cujo.
where we're going to take a quick pee break, and we will return after these messages.
Foot to 6'2", like
We
that's
need,
the range
we,
I
need to
would have.
record, we need to record an ad, and also the fact that Anthony is over 6 feet tall has fully taken the wind out of my sails. So we gotta go.
People
Yeah,
tell me
dude,
that
Alex,
I
I
cannot
have bad
claim
news.
short.
He's
I
DM
can't.
now.
Oh man.
No.
All right. Well, Anthony, introduce the Libra Arcana segment. I'll just sit here like a
I knew you were
people are
tall. I
surprised.
just didn't think 6'5". I probably would have put you
Okay.
around like 6'2".
Okay.
Anthony, what is Libris Arcana?
Anthony, before somebody else starts talking about tall people, tell me about Libris Arcana.
Bravest Accountant is an incredible website where you can go and get monthly subscription of dice of all sorts of kinds, any kind you want. You get the metal dice and the resin dice and all kinds of beautiful dice, anything you want. What more do you want from me? What do you want from me, Alex? You want me to know how to kill a shark with dice? I'll tell you. You get a slingshot, you get a nice dice, preferably one that's 2 pyramids butt to butt, because it has those sharp ends no matter which way it flies. And
Especially
you get him
the
in
handmade
eye,
resin
you say,
ones.
That's right. That's exactly what you do. And you say, smile, you son of a, and you shoot that die using your slingshot. And you can get these dice at LibrisArcana.com.
Garion, what is your favorite shark killing dice set you've got delivered to you from Libris Arcana?
You know what? It's a real toss up because I would go my metal ancient iron set. I think my first answer to the question that you just asked me just now would be ancient iron because of the nice weight behind it, but also maybe for maybe the aesthetic and overall vibe, probably Blood Moon.
Ooh, very nice.
Blood Moon would look cool buried in the
But
eye
then
of a
again,
great
they'd
white
smell
shark.
that a mile away.
Oh shit, that's true. Dianna, if somebody was to go to LibrisArcana.com and use our exclusive discount code STUPID20, would they have to talk to a person to cancel that subscription? This is huge.
God, no. You don't even have to talk to a shark, actually.
Whoa.
I know. You don't have to talk to anybody at all. You can just pop onto that website and you're no sharks threatening you. You can cancel that if you need to. It's easy peasy. Just click of a button. None of those stupid little surveys like, oh no, don't leave us. And then you get 1,000 emails. None of that. No hassle. You just cancel. And then if you want to sign up for Dice Day, you can do that again at any time.
As compared to those other stupid websites where I try to cancel and I get on the phone and it's like, rah, I'm a shark, I'm going to eat you. And I'm like, no, I take it back. I won't cancel.
Or the sharks keep sending like those surveys, like tell us what we can do better, and like
Just
why are you
circling you
leaving,
constantly,
and like
won't
just circling, just fucking
Like a very
circling.
insecure partner. It's like, I just want to leave.
Get your exclusive shark killing set of Libris Arcana dice at LibrisArcana.com with our exclusive discount code STUPID20 for 20% off anything site-wide. Libris Arcana, dice for life.
Stay shark funculous, everybody.
You fucking idiots. All right. God damn it. Give me a shark funculous.
See, now you have to keep the shark shit in there for it to make
I'm
sense.
so sorry.
You're such an asshole. You just hijacked that whole act. All right, everybody, we are back. We have Pete. Everybody has a fresh beverage. I hope you are feeling good and groovy. Both of them are required to continue. If you don't feel good and groovy, you have to stop here and check your vibe before continuing.
Well,
no,
I'm out then.
Paulo and Dianna, you have to stay, actually.
Everyone, come back. Oh boy.
Okay,
Anyway,
Actually left.
we ended Garion. I bet he went to go get a drink, the motherfucker.
Dude, I fucking stepped on my water bottle and fully ate shit. Like I fully caution wet flooring like sign like like fucking limbs in the air fell over. Oh
Okay.
my god.
Dianna, we just ended on your turn. You walked up to the parapet and saw this weirdly ripped teenager,
CrossFit bro.
the CrossFit bro, to throw a curveball that took off a zombie's shoulder. It is now the bad guy's turn. Dianna, you see a streak of gray flash across the field that's in front of this fence, and there's the sound of like tearing wood and snarling, and leaping over the fence beyond you, not necessarily stopping at you, but moving past you, you see a gray fur and teeth streaked blur as something throws itself towards the Blood on the Vine tavern immediately behind you. Several of the zombies get closer to the village, and Apollo, you see this prominent old lady finally break the threshold of this town and close the distance between her and the motley assortment of villagers defending it. They break almost immediately because they're all cowards to a fault, and she takes a swipe at one. And, oh, God almighty, claws like a chunk of flesh off of the scared teenager's face, sort of leaving his nose and mouth hanging open in a way that you're pretty sure they shouldn't.
Why are they all teenagers?
Hey, listen, all the able-bodied men went to go revolt against Strahd 16 days ago.
Right.
You also, Dianna, from your aptly gained vantage point, you see a couple of zombies break in elsewhere in the town over the fence where there aren't enough defenders to like stop people. That's the bad guy's turn. Now, with his natural one way down there, Garath, what do you do?
Hey.
You hear a thump outside, like something landing in the street.
Gareth is gonna take a look at all the chaos outside the window and go right up to that locked door Anthony was messing with. That seems weird, and he should probably get inside there. It's important, and he should spend his time doing that.
Okay. You go up to the door. There is a freshly barred or an unbarred lock where no, because Arnold's inside, right?
No,
Yeah.
everyone's
Wait,
Did
outside
he go
except for
out
me.
yet,
I thought.
or
Well, wait, I have to ask about Dianna, because if Dianna went outside to the parapet, did she have to go outside to do that?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. So the door would have to be unlocked at that point, right?
Okay. Yes, the door is unlocked. Arnold is on your side of it, but you're looking at 3 really industrial-looking bolts and then several cleanly sheared off ones, Garath. And you could do an investigation check if you wanted to take a gander at these locks. Being a lock bro yourself, you'd probably gain some insight about what happens to the broken ones, or you can do whatever you'd like. It's a fantasy game. Use your imagination.
Wait, so is this? This isn't the door outside. Where is this door going to?
It is the door outside. You are standing in front of the only door.
Well, how the fuck did everyone else go in and out of the tavern then? I don't understand.
The door was not locked. Anthony locked it. Dianna went out, so he unlocked it, and now the door is unlocked because Dianna just went out.
Oh, I thought there was a separate other door that was locked in that, because I thought the tavern guy locked the door. Okay.
He went upstairs. The tavern guy went upstairs, locked all of his locks upstairs, and now you are in the tavern with the door.
Okay. Well then, fucking never mind. I guess. I guess I'll talk to what's his name? Fucking Bradford.
Bill Draft.
Yeah, no, I'll talk to Bradford. So this weapon you have, this hammer on the table. What's that shit on the end of it? Not the blood and guts, the metal.
Oh, yeah, this is a sort of protective coating that I have sort of how do you say? So we have access to the weird magics here in our valley that aren't sort of available in the other world. Something about being semi-owned by a devil gives us access to sort of the nasty magics, I think is how you would refer to them. My accent is slipping by the syllable. Give me 1 second. Let me remember where I am from.
Reminisce about your homeland for a moment.
So it's a sort of blood magic.
Good. That's the best sort of magic, right behind black and dark.
Well, hey, gutsy tone to take in the year of our Lord 2024, huh?
Oh God, 2024 here too? Fuck. I'm trying to escape.
Bildrath looks up at this sort of like heavy thump out in the street, and he picks up this club and taps it against the table pretty hard. Gareth, you see the wine bottle and glasses sort of like shake. They don't fall, but they shake. And there is a spurt of green light that sort of bursts from the end of this club in the cracks that sort of like sprawl across this hammerhead.
Does it work better against your undead foes?
It works pretty good against anybody on the other side of it, which is all it needs to do. Speaking of which, so I understand that the little fellow with the glasses and the books, he is the most brave, and then of course the lady with the bows and arrows, second most brave. But you two seem to be sort of the scaredy cats of the group. What are you doing in here?
So you misunderstand. What are basically so? Okay.
So, wait, having addressed me, can I address him back?
Yeah. Get in on
we're in
this,
initiative. Okay, yeah. So I just want to say, like, well, I thought that maybe my weapons weren't, up to fighting whatever's out there. What is that metal that you have? Do you have any other weapons that maybe I could borrow? I could run out there. That would maybe help my bravery a little bit.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I am in the habit of handing out free magic weapons to anybody who asks for it because they are nice and perfect.
I have boobies. I have boobies for days. I have so many boobies. Do you not need boobies?
Excuse me?
I'm sorry. Here, and I just kind of hold out coins, and I just want to say, because obviously Arnold would not understand how money works here.
Barovia and dongleberries. You should have specified.
Okay, I think I made the right choice here.
So Arnold holds out just like a handful
You
of.
have lashed a noose to my neck, Garion, and forced me off the cliff here.
Dude, that was just worse than golden boobies and silver taints.
And iron gooches. Anyway, Anthony.
So
what do you have?
I hold out a bunch of my gooches and my taints and such, and I present my taint to the people.
I present my taint. The white women are coming. We need a third one for the options for the episode name.
Good things I've had to say tonight.
Bildrath says he smiles sardonically and says, I didn't actually come to this tavern expecting to arm other people. I've got my weapon, and then you know what? I have a knife. You can have a knife. And he throws a knife at you. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
You got it.
How good does he throw?
Do not roll a 1.
You better have a good dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. All right. Well, I got a nat 19. I don't know what my dexterity is.
Okay. This apparently dagger buries itself in the wall an inch away from your leg. It is of decent make, and the blade is coated with like a mild green salsa verde-esque consistency sauce. And he says, you can have that one. It's pretty good. I use it to open my mail.
Thank you. And I pull it out of the wall.
Fantastic. That's going to be Garath, unless you want to do anything else, that's going to be your turn.
I mean, yeah, I didn't actually do anything except
I
ask
suppose
one question, and then Arnold started talking to him.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's how being in a party works. It's collaborative. Go ahead.
I'm not that wasn't supposed to be a jab at Arnold. That was a jab at you for saying my turn isn't over, asshole.
Fine. What do you want to do? Stop whining about it and do something.
I want to retort to his barb about calling me and Arnold fucking pussies.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll have you know, for your information, you don't know what people have been through, man. Some of us, not saying who, fucking died like 3 days ago, and maybe doesn't want to go through that again. And we're just gonna see maybe there's important stuff in here. Do you have any lore you want to share with us to justify me being in here?
I've never had somebody demand lore from me before. That's cool.
Give me lore, goddammit. I beg
Dark
of you.
smoke roils in from the edges of this tavern as the fire stretches higher, and Bildrath's eyes turn green. He says, long ago, when years were primordial.
He pulls out a flashlight and holds it under his chin.
Once upon a time, there was a scary guy with a hook for a hand. No, I don't have any fucking lore for you. I have wine and a hammer that has claimed 17 lives.
God damn it, fine. Then I'll take both. And I take the hammer and the wine.
Okay, we're going to roll opposing dexterity attacks to see who gets the hammer first.
Okay.
I rolled a 16.
Dude, I got fucking bad news for you.
No shit.
13 plus 6 is 19.
Fuck. Okay, you get your hand on the roped handle of this club first. And we're going to cut away to Apollo. Top of the order, you've just seen a teenager's face opened like a Pepsi can.
Scream in abject terror. That's
Nice.
step 1. That's a free action.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything for that. You get that one off the cuff.
You do have to
thank you.
scream for us.
Please.
No.
Come on, just really quick.
My voice. My voice is really gone.
I felt the
Good enough.
fear, honestly.
Great.
It's a
Perfect.
really toothy scream.
Mm.
Toothy scream.
Toothy scream.
For the audio only listeners, hey, my screams be toothy. Okay, so I'm gonna stay about where I am. I'm not gonna use any movement to get anywhere.
Okay.
Because hey, if I can get those, well, so until they got attacked, so that the one that didn't get turned, was that the one that got hit with the stone thing that the extremely buff CrossFit dude threw? Or
No,
is that a different
that
one?
zombie is still shambling towards you.
Lovely. Okay, so 2 of them are still turned. 2 of them are attacking.
Correct.
Hate that for us. Lovely. Let me see. What can I? Oh yes, I can do that. Okay. Where is?
I hate motherfuckers who know how to play this game, bro. For real.
I'm going to bonus action Shield of Faith Ismark.
Uh-huh.
Well, Ismark or the kid that just got his fucking face mauled. Is he still alive?
Just let him die. He's got nothing to live
Dude,
for.
he's slowly gurgling out. Like, just... You know when you
Humane
leave a soda
thing to
can
do
sideways
bleeding
and it
out, it's
slowly
gurgling
drains out?
I'm gonna okay. Well, if it wasn't Ismark, I'm gonna bonus action Shield of Faith on him.
Okay.
On the dude who just got his face mauled. I'm just gonna say, "Get out of here!
Okay.
You're
nice.
a child. Get out of here!" He has a +2 to his AC.
Okay.
So long as I hold concentration, and because that is, and then I'm gonna cast a cantrip. I'm gonna firebolt the one that's shambling towards me.
Okay. Roll it up.
So I'm at 19 to hit.
Obviously, yes.
Yippee! Yippee! You have to ask, like, you can't be the one dude who doesn't ask.
It's true.
13 fire damage.
13 fire damage. Okay. Let me just check my phony baloney notes here. Yeah, that does it. You tell me what happens, Apollo, to this shambling zombie.
Yeah. It's the still holding the book out. I hold it just with one hand now. I look at the kid that got his face mauled. I extend a hand, cast a shield. You see like a shimmering shield of almost like a light shining through a stained glass window. That sort of shimmering prismatic light surrounds him. I scream at him to get the fuck out of here. Then I open up my spell book real quick. Still boot very much stuck in the puddle. Maybe it's
piss.
mud, maybe it's piss. And then I just kind of like do a long arching motion with my arm, and a bolt of fire just shoots out of my hand. Hits Philomena.
Okay. You hit this white lady right in the farmer's market. And she burns like a fillet of fish left for too long in the fryer. Just
I
crispy,
also scream.
Crispy at the edges and smelling of brine.
Just to clarify, this is Philomena Kunk, British comedian, right?
No, this is Philomena. This is Philomena Spunk, Barovian villager and farmer's market enthusiast.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine then.
Philomena
all right.
Spunk, cum collector. What? That's what she sells.
There we have it. We have our 4th and final episode title suggestion. Philomena Spunk, cum collector. That sounds like a youth novel. Except not for you.
It's a YA novel. All right, Anthony.
I want to apologize for everything
no,
I
I
said
said
today.
Anthony. I said Anthony. I cut the joke. I cut it. This is a Christian family-friendly podcast. We're not talking about collecting cum. Anthony, you are standing inside the Blood of the Vine Tavern. You hear something massive shatter the window.
Got it.
Shatter the window right next to you as a gray streaked werewolf, 7 feet tall and glistening with venom on its claws, turns to you and screams. It is standing on 2 legs and is towering over you.
I'm sorry, can we get a werewolf scream? Incredible. Holy shit.
I've never been more terrified at this point. Okay, so that when you say it turns to me and screams, is this cum streaked werewolf staring at my face, like, or is there a door between us?
It's staring. Its eyes are darting between you and Garion, like it's trying to decide which of you looks softest.
Oof. I mean, I feel a little confident in this moment. But
not, I had to say.
No, it's not smart. It's not a smart move. Okay, well, so I'm assuming. Okay, so the door's held open. The thing is staring me in the face. It's larger than I am. It's Well, okay, I'm gonna say, even though I have this weapon in my hand, I'm going to be kind of just like I would say it would be like a reactionary moment more than anything else. I don't think I would think to stab in the moment. I would probably just cast Shatter because that's what my character does. It would be like, ah!
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
like scream to the in the moment. So I'm gonna cast Shatter at this thing. Here, let me see. It's a Constitution saving throw of 13.
I rolled a flat 10.
Yes. Okay, so I get you. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna roll that sweet damage. Okay. Go. Okay, so I hit you for 18 shatter damage. So I'm like, shut up!
All right.
Anthony,
yeah.
it's important to me that you know that your mic cut out, so you just went,
Shut up! That's my mic. Just for the sake of the mic.
Yes,
you do that once, so like, shy.
Yeah, exactly.
Black Church Audio Choir? What is this?
Okay. The floorboards and wall and glass jagged pieces of this broken window crawl upwards and pierce into this werewolf and draw blood, and it smells like iron. I got distracted because Apollo started singing into the camera. I'm sorry. You cast Shatter and it hurts this werewolf. Would you like to do anything else?
Oh, I could do more. What more of an action can I take? I know it's a spell.
You can move. You can move further away.
Okay, I'm gonna move toward. Actually, I'm kind of scared. Can I scream as I move? Can I say like? Can I say like, "There's a beast," and just kind of like, I'm gonna run toward Julian.
Out in the village.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of where I was going anyway. I feel like I imagine the door was open, right? And I'm staring at this beast.
Yes, let's say the door is open. I've spent too much time talking about this door. The door is either open or closed depending on what you want it to be.
Well, okay, so
the door is now open.
So the door's open. Beast is staring at me. I mean, to be fair, the realistic response would be just to like close the door and lock it and be scared of this thing after casting Shatter. That's probably what Arnold would do, like and just like kind of scream back. So let's just do that because that's what makes the most sense, I think, for his character.
Okay,
I'm gonna cast Shatter and slam the door.
Okay, you slam the door closed. Perfect. Dianna, as Mel, top of the parapet. You just saw the CrossFit bro take off a shoulder, and then you heard a window smash. You heard your friend Arnold cast Shatter. You've heard his high-pitched tones of alarm before, and then you heard him yell, "There's a beast!"
He's probably fine.
He's probably fine. What would you like to do?
I would like to kind of push CrossFit Bro out of the way so I can look out that like window, and I would like to know what can I see Julian? Can I like what's going on?
Yes, you are standing on a sort of catwalk by a fence, so there's no window. You have a commanding view of the market square. You can see Julian. He is holding his book out in front of him. There's a zombie less than 3 feet away. One of his feet does appear to be sunk in a yellow stained puddle of sorts, and he's having a hard time moving, but he looks like he's doing okay.
He reeks of piss.
So there's one zombie 3 feet away. Is there anything else?
There are a couple of zombies creeping in through the main square. You can see their sort of like shadowed forms through this fire that has started to build and billow across this pile of furniture. And you hear... Actually, give me a perception check, Bessie. Let's see if you do hear it.
I always hear fucking bees. Oh, fucking bees. It was a 7.
Okay. You hear another sound of shattering glass coming from across the square, and you see 7. You see a magnificent stained glass window. It looks like a piece of master work. It is somehow 2-dimensional and also 3-dimensional and rippling with the silhouette of this fire that is building through this square. And then you see somebody leap through it, shattering it like that one scene in Wanted. She is holding a sword with 2 hands, and she cuts down 2 zombies before she hits the ground. And then she leaps up, spinning her sword and darts into the shadows.
Well, that's fucking badass. I don't know if I can do this. How far away am I from Julian?
Probably about 25 feet and up.
I think
You're
that's too far.
elevated.
Okay. All right, that's gonna be too far. Since I can't do the other thing, I'm gonna try and make his life a little bit easier and try to clear zombies. I'm gonna hit the one that's about 3 feet away from him, and then I can hit twice. So whoever else is in his immediate vicinity that I can see is what I'm going to aim for.
Okay. Yes. You're going to do 2 attacks. One is going to be at the zombie that's 3 feet away from him. And then there's another zombie that has just broken through the barrier of this village and is sort of sprinting towards Julian and Ismark, who are standing next to each other.
All right. So do I just roll the 1d20 and you
Go ahead and roll
apply-
it twice. We'll see.
Oh,
We'll see if you hit both of them.
Oh, I should pull up my fucking character sheet, huh?
I mean, only if you want to.
I mean, it's
We're only
it's occasionally helpful. It is actually up. It's just on a different window because I'm not double monitoring. Okay, so this will be that is a dirty 20 for the first one.
That will for sure hit.
This one is a 27.
Holy shit. Yeah, both of
Damn.
them
I
super
have-
hit. Roll up some damage for me.
yeah.
That one is 2
Oh,
pyramid.
I should mention the zombie that's in front of Julian is on fire actively.
I mean, that zombie's having a bad day. I get it.
Aren't we all?
Do you want me to roll damage twice as well, or?
No, just roll 1 damage and we'll make it. We'll just double it for each.
Then that will be 8.
8. Okay. You send 1 arrow hurtling towards one of these zombies. It's the one on fire. There is a very satisfying spurt of blood in this zombie sort of like pirouettes on a toe and then collapses backward into the mud. The fire extinguishing around them, and you can see that there's sort of like a jagged hole in their throat where your arrow took out their windpipe. And then your other arrow slams into this other zombie at the shoulder, knocking it off balance, and it falls to the ground. You see 2 villagers break from their huddled defense and seize the moment to sort of like wail on it with a club and a pickaxe, gaining advantage on their attacks. It is the bad guy's turn. And by bad guys, I mean just everybody that's not you. So the werewolf is going to attack Garath because Arnold moved away.
Why would it do that?
It's going to roll an 18 against your AC.
It's gonna hit.
Okay. You are going to take 7 points of damage as its razor sharp claws sort of like scoop a little bit of your
Garrett's
guts
not
and skin
inside
out.
the thing.
Yeah, wait.
Garrett.
Can you
Arnold
can you
shut
paint
the
this picture
door.
for me? Because I closed the door. on this thing.
Okay.
No, it
Okay.
broke in through the window.
Is that what happened?
I was trying to avoid talking about the door window scenario.
Okay.
The door was open. Diana walked
Yeah.
through it. The
Yeah.
door was closed. The werewolf came in through the window.
Oh,
Anthony
I missed
closed
that
the
part
door.
somehow.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh,
fine.
I thought the door was open and then the werewolf.
Does that mean I'm
The
outside?
Then
door was
Anthony
closed. The
attacked it,
werewolf
and then
came
he
into the
shut it.
window.
That's what I
Allow
thought
me,
too.
allow me to
and
paint.
exited and closed the
I'm
door.
sorry.
behind him.
Allow
missed
me
that
to paint
signal.
a word picture. Gareth,
So sorry.
Anthony, and Bildrath are inside the tavern with a werewolf.
I feel like I'd be outside at this point.
No, Arnold
I'm
just
going
fucking
to
left.
set you on fire.
That's what he
No.
left. That's what he did.
Well,
his turn.
Arnold
That's
wouldn't
what
have
his whole
locked
turn
the
was.
door if he knew that the werewolf was already
Arnold
inside.
jumped through the other window.
That's what.
Fine, great, done.
The
I made a
werewolf jumped
mistake.
in.
I'm sorry.
Arnold jumped out. It is Gareth and Bildrath
Okay,
with
fair.
the werewolf. It is
Perfect.
Julian and Ismark in the square, Diana on the catwalk, and we will figure out where Anthony is later.
Dead somewhere, hopefully.
Yeah, he's died. He has several glass shards, and he's like,
So Gareth was attacked by this werewolf. He got a chunk of your gut and skin and muscles a little bit and tore you up. And then
"Do I get an
he-
attack of opportunity because he jumped me like that?"
No, only if you leave his attack radius, not enter it.
That's
So
stupid.
Bildrath gets up and takes a last little sip of his wine and goes, "Ugh, the note of persimmon really sells it. Bleh." And then he runs up and he fucking smashes this werewolf in the face with his club. He rolls a 19 to hit. Yes, ma'am.
I'm still holding his hammer, his club, right?
Oh, shit,
I
you
grabbed
are.
it before he did.
All right, he slaps the werewolf with a bare open hand. Rolls a 19. And the werewolf takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage and
The
is a
werewolf
little
explodes.
embarrassed.
Yeah.
Just
6 points
slaps
of
the shit out of
bludgeoning damage and 1 point of psychic damage just for the emotional trauma.
Just so he just like gets the wooden spoon from behind the bar. He's like, stop that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He gets grandma's spoon. Apollo, you see Ismark take a running start and leap over this group of villagers, sort of like a quarterback leaping the defenders of the Buffalo Bulls, and sprints towards 2 zombies, sort of like dancing in this elegant, if a little bit over-exaggerated pirouette, like he's trying a little too hard to sort of display how good he is at this. He catches one of these zombies like around the shoulders, and then he stabs the other one in an elegant sort of like dancing stab motion. It is at the bottom of the order, Garion's turn.
So
You just saw somebody bitch slap a werewolf.
at this point, I imagine that I am dual wielding my teleporting knife and also this guy's hammer.
Correct.
And so I'm gonna go for the first attack with my Kniffy,
Okay.
which is notably. I'm gonna go to my old level 5 character sheet because that's where I have my like weapons written down because it's not on the website. That's also blank. Okay.
Sick, dude.
D&D Beyond is broken, it seems.
What? Official Wizards of the Coast D&D product doesn't work? Get right the fuck out of here.
Believe it or not, everybody. Okay, what's my bonus? It's like plus like 6 to hit. No,
I'll call it a
high.
+4. That seems about
Sure.
in the neighborhood.
That sounds fair to me. Okay, 12 plus 4.
16. Yeah, I'll give that one to you. Roll me some damage.
Okay. The damage I do remember as being I lied. I don't remember it being anything. 2d6?
1d6. A
1d6?
for effort, though.
It was 1d6 plus something, surely.
+5.
Nice. Okay, that's a d6. 5 plus 5 is 10.
Okay. You jump against this door and then used your action to sort of like leap up. Yes.
I have a second hand with the second weapon.
Then why didn't you roll that to begin with, big dog?
Because you started talking, motherfucker.
Oh, roll it! Jesus fucking Christ!
Okay, damn. The second one is a 16. What's the bonus on this guy's club that I stole?
0.
0, 16 again.
Great, you hit. Roll some damage. It's a D8.
D8. Cool.
Diana, which one is that? Can you tell
2
everybody?
pyramids at the butt.
Hell yeah, it is. You're goddamn right. I got a 4 plus anything.
-2.
Damn. Okay.
You don't know
2.
what you don't know how to fucking use it. It's a stick.
Let me check my weapons proficiency, motherfucker.
Oh, good. I can't wait for that to take more time.
Keep talking, but I'm just gonna interrupt you later.
So 3,000 years ago, our forefathers crawled from the sea, probably, and they
Only 3,000?
and God threw them out of the Garden of Eden for it. Garath, what the fuck did you find on your sheet?
I'm not gonna waste more time looking for it because I couldn't find it.
Oh my God. All right. Roll
Would
a
you
D8.
rather me waste more time
roll a
looking
D8?
for it?
Roll a D8. Roll a D8
I
right now.
kind of would.
I already rolled a
Diana.
D8.
A little bit. Let's go.
I already rolled a D. I'll roll it again because I rolled a shit ass roll. if you
No.
want
The one roll is all you get.
Lie.
Great, 4.
Lie.
Okay. You jump off the door, pirouette, stab your dagger into the neck of this werewolf, and then you, with your other hand, sort of like bonk it on the head with this club. There's a faint spark of arcane electricity and nothing else, and you hear Bildrath laugh at your feeble attempt.
Did more damage than he's done so far. That punk bitch.
I mean, he literally just used his hand to bitch slap a werewolf. So, I mean, did you? really
Yeah,
do
that's
more
pretty
damage?
badass.
And then-
But in terms of raw numbers, I'm still winning.
Okay. Top of the order, Apollo, give me a perception check, please.
I would love to. I'm gonna not use the dice that's kept fucking me.
Yeah, you have not been rolling high today, bud. No way.
That was actively worse.
No way.
Okay. That's a 5 perception check.
Okay,
1 second. Can I fucking do anything about this? No, that's a 5. I can't fix it.
Okay. You hear glass shattering across the square behind you, not at the Blood of the Vine, where we have fully fucked up the window door scenario, but like elsewhere, you
2
hear
broken
glass
windows
shatter.
and 1 closed door.
Elsewhere, you hear glass shatter, and you immediately see Ismark turn around from the 2 zombies that he overly dramatically killed and start fucking booking it away from this gate that he has arranged this defense to sort of like stand up against across the square, abandoning the villagers fully.
That seems weird.
Hey man, are we leaving? What the heck? What?
No, you stay here and defend the thing. I will be back later.
What are you doing, man?
Okay. Okay.
There
Right.
is there's a dead zombie, a freshly dead zombie, burnt and arrow riddled on the ground. There's another one that is sort of being gently beaten by 2 villagers, sort of taking turns with a pickaxe and a sword, sort of hacking up pieces. And then down the field, Apollo, down this lane at the edge of the forest that is looking at this gate, you see a single elf sitting on horseback, watching coolly. Not moving, not attacking. He's not a zombie. He's just a guy.
I have a question.
Please.
Do you mean watching coolly as in like cold and disattached, or coolly as in like cool and sick?
Why are they different things?
It can be both. They are different, but both. One or the other.
He is sitting on his horse, watching, detached, wearing a pair of Ray-Bans and smoking a clove cigarette.
Both. Got it.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
all right.
That's fucking pretty cool. And trust me, Dianna and I know that smoking
Yeah, we
is
do.
cool.
That's why we do it so much.
If you subscribe to our Patreon, you'll get the full uncut special of me and Dianna talking about how awesome it is to smoke cigarettes.
You know, it's fun. We start out that conversation talking about the shitty vape pen that you got because, like, the weed's not hitting, and then we end that conversation talking about how cool smoking is. I think that just sums up our entire personalities.
I cannot stress more. Christian, family-friendly podcast, Critically Stupid. Let your kids watch the show. Apollo, what are we doing?
So anyway, I take out the strap. No. Which kind of strap? That's up to you to decide, quite honestly.
Strap to secure my crucifix to the wall to pray to our Lord Jesus
Satan.
Christ.
Yeah. Okay, just for clarification, how many undead are still up?
Let's say 1.
I'm just gonna kill it.
Okay. How?
Lovely. Let me just see if I maintain concentration on that. Yeah, okay. Dude who got his face mauled, so that's the Shield of Faith. He's vibing, he's slaying. And having done the little fire thing, he focuses a little bit more, and a little orb of that scintillating prismatic light centers in his hand, and I'm going to try Guiding Bolt the other undead, so that if I don't kill it off, it'll do quite a bit of damage, and if I don't kill it off myself, the villagers will have advantage on it.
Okay.
If I hit.
You're so good at this.
It's crazy, actually.
It's kind of upsetting, actually.
Yeah,
Right, that's a
actually,
15 on the
fuck you,
die.
dude.
It's a 15 on the die, plus 6, so 21 to hit.
For sure hits. These are just
God.
run-of-the-mill Strahd zombies. Strombies.
Strahd zombie, isn't that like a bit
Strahd
like,
and the
like an
Rombies.
artist of some kind?
Strahd no, that's Rob. That's Rob. That's the hardest Dianna has laughed all night. You got her with Rob zombie.
Strahd zombie.
You guys with Strahd zombie?
That is going to be 18 radiant damage.
Okay.
It was a good pun.
You hold out your hands and sort of kamehameha this idiot zombie. There's a bolt of like buttery yellow light that almost resembles this ochre harvest moonlight coming down from these clouds, except yours is powered by the light of your soul and math, and it slams into this zombie, and you see algebraic equations sort of like slap it in the face like hands, and then
Mathematical.
it fucking like
This isn't the kind of wizard I want to be.
slams into the ground. I'm sorry I forced you into being a math wizard. I'll let you redeem yourself next episode. All right.
There is no redemption.
Dianna, it is your turn. You just saw your accountant Kamehameha a zombie into the ground after you killed another one with the fire arrows that attack the. You get it. And then you heard Garath shriek like a little girl in the tavern behind you in pain and fear.
And also fight back. The fuck?
No. All she heard was you screech like a little scared girl. That's what happened. I'm the DM. Deal with it.
All right, fine. Let me give you the Foley.
Please.
Are you happy?
I am. Yes. Bestie.
Okay, so I saw the math magician do the thing. Where is
Sorry, math magician is really good though.
Holy shit.
I'm muting myself and crying.
Listen,
Math
Apollo, I
magician
know that
is
you're
very
supposed to be a
strong.
cleric, but bad news. You're a math magician now, motherfucker.
You're welcome. Where's Arnold?
Arnold is covered in glass and running towards Apollo, probably.
But
Okay.
there's nothing actively still because Apollo took out the standing.
There is one zombie that is lying in the ground that Arnold is racing towards.
Okay.
Loot
Okay,
out.
but there's no big active threat.
It's the most important thing in the campaign right now. I don't know what you're talking about. Like
this is crucial to your survival.
Where-
Absolutely.
Where is Izzy?
That is a
Where's
great
who?
question. Give me another perception check. Let's see if you can roll better than the bees you got last time.
Jesus, it's always fucking bees. I feel like the universe owes me this. It's been a day. Oh, maybe the universe loves me. Can I add 6, 7, 8, 19? Okay, all right. The universe loved me a little. 19.
19 is quite good. Across the square is a magnificent stained glass window lying in splintered shards all across the pavement. And Izzy is bound hell for leather towards the house that stained glass window was built into. You can see dark silhouettes crawling inside, sort of like Scrabble style, like they're not in full motion control of their motor function. And he is chasing these zombies as they crawl into what is ostensibly his home.
So there's more zombies?
There are. If you remember very early in the fight, I described a couple of them coming over the fence where there weren't really people to defend because there weren't a lot of defenders around. There's a lot of zombies.
And
Is
he's
the point.
running toward those zombies.
Correct, because they are going into this broken stained glass window
And he left the villagers.
to their own defenses. Yes.
To protect the stained glass. It must be normal and unimportant stained glass.
Well, that's why I'm like, do I try
Well,
to
it was designed by Antonio and Antovici, something like that.
like am I going
God,
to
you suck at remembering things, and we're gonna make fun of you for it every episode.
Antonini, I believe.
Antonini. Thank you.
It was also forged in the dwarven forges of Mount Forge.
I'm sorry. Hold up.
No,
we're
it's what
already
it-
we're
that's
already
what it was.
over time, but Mount Forge?
It was. We said that.
Look me in my fucking eyes and tell me that Mount Forge doesn't sound like a believable dwarf mountain name.
Dianna, what are we up to?
part of me just is like angry that he ran off to defend everyone to their own devices, and I kind of want to shoot him like in the leg so he can't run anymore.
What?
That is your option, and I'm honestly, it's fucking wild, and I'm here for it.
It's like, who does it? Who gathered like these teenagers, literal fucking buff as they are, like literal adolescents, to go fight in this revolution that, to my knowledge, he has started, and then he runs like a coward to protect his own home in this ugly stained glass thing. Like, I'm angry. My accountant seems fine. Math magician, he's got this. Arnold is just vibing. He's doing so. I would like just shoot him in the leg. Possibly.
Please roll both attacks. While you roll them up, I will say that as such, this module has only identified one alliable hero to this party, and it is the person that Diana is about to shoot in both ass cheeks.
I can heal.
I
It's
will
fine. I'll heal his
jump
blood.
to Diana's defense and say she did specify the leg. So
ass
no
cheek is
ass
part-
cheeks are being harmed.
Is the ass
depending
cheek
on-
not part of the leg?
What?
No,
You think
surely
the-
it is.
You think the glute
It
is
is.
part of the leg?
Yeah,
Is it
enough.
not?
Do you work it out on leg day? Yes, but if someone says I'm going to touch your leg and then touches my butt, I'm kicking them.
It
Well, I'm
is
saying-
absolutely.
And
It's
here's the
actually-
thing,
it's
Alex,
actually
if you
it is
get
the
your leg
rectangle square
amputated,
situation of
where
the
are they
body, yeah.
cutting?
Diana, roll your attack.
The first one was a 22.
Okay, 22 is quite good. What's the second one?
The diplomatic silence there was incredible.
Not as good. That one's only an 8.
Okay, the first one hits, the second one shoots wide and disappears into the darkness. Roll some damage.
That's going to be a 11.
11. Okay. You send this arrow through. It's a very impressive shot, Mel, because it's across the square, across the melee. There's like a fire burning on one side, which is like obscuring your vision. The ochre moonlight from this full moon is disappearing behind the clouds again, but you still send this arrow true and straight right into the left ass cheek of Izzy Kolyanovich. And you see him grab his own ass and then fall
Top
to
of
the
leg,
ground.
as we usually call it.
Grab the top of his leg and fall to the ground. Garath, inside the tavern, you hear a sharp whistle, almost like it's almost like a dog whistle. It's so high, it's like right at the edge of your vision. And you see this werewolf.
What?
And it's you hear a dog whistle at the edge of your vision, and this werewolf tears you off its head, throws you to the ground, and is going to turn and attempt to run away. I will give you an opportunity attack because it is leaving your attack window. I'm also going to give one to Bildrath.
Okay, so my first knife.
Bildred is 100% a vampire.
You are going to get one attack, Garath, not
okay,
two for an opportunity attack. So you will get to choose between your knife or the club.
Obviously the knife, because it's the one that has a bonus. And it's going to be a 14 plus 6 is a dirty 20, baby.
That does hit. Roll some damage.
And then let me grab a d6 from my bag of dice provided by with arcana.com. 5 plus 5 is 10 more damage, baby.
That's actually quite good. Okay, as this werewolf sort of like hurls itself out of the window, and I will remind the listener that we are operating with the coolest form of werewolf, the official Van Helsing featuring Hugh Jackman vehicle, upright, 2 legs, the coolest vampire in media. Get out of here with your fucking Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter bullshit. Garath, you squeak open the back of this werewolf's spine with your blade. You kind of funnel it tip to tip, and you get like you're
What?
Tip to tip. You're rewarded with a wet flap of venom covered skin, and then you see Bildrath
Because of the tips.
Because of the tips. You hear Bildrath snarl with rage. He reaches out and he rips a handful of hair off this werewolf's lower back, exposing a tattoo of 2 butterflies kissing.
Oh my god, does this werewolf have a tramp stamp?
And then the werewolf leaps over the wall and runs away. And that's where we're ending the episode today. Is the werewolf tramp stamp.
The werewolf has a tramp stamp?
Getting into shenanigans. Nothing rhymes with shenanigans, right?
Except for bananigans.
Bananigans?
I fully was out of it, and then I just come back to bananigans. What the fuck?
What exactly are bananigans, Gary?
I'm pretty sure it's a restaurant, right?
Michelin star?
Bananigans are when monkeys get into shenanigans.